All right, guys, Dark Dimension Round 3. It is coming sometime to Marvel Strike Force. We don't know a date, but we do know the requirements. And in this video, I want to talk all about that. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it, and I'll give you some characters that I think you can be working on that will give you a mix of just being very good in this game mode, plus having some different pieces of superior unique. So you could be working on a few different characters while you're waiting for these pieces to pop up in your store. So if you're ready for all of that, guys, you know what to do. Let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
What is up, Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here. I am back. Welcome to the channel. And a lot of you guys were asking in yesterday's mailbag video if I am sick. Yes, that's why my voice sounds like this. That's why my energy is slightly lower than usual. But I'm going to try to make it through this video and give you guys as much information as possible, give me my thoughts, and hopefully it would help you prepare for this crazy requirements of this new part 3 of Dark Dimension. Now, the big thing here is we don't know the rewards. We know what the requirements are, and I'm definitely going to talk about that in this video if you didn't see that announcement, but we don't know what the rewards are, so I'm not sure how hard everybody should be farming these characters at this point. So with all these characters, what I want to do, I want to save these unique pieces and just hold them, not equip them in case the rewards aren't really worth it. It could be something like Enter the Darkness, where it's just a bunch of gear and resources that's going to help us progress in other game modes, or it could be something game changing like Fear the Darkness, and you get like one of these meta characters like Ultron. I am not sure, that was not officially announced yet, and honestly, I'm not even sure if they have decided that at Foxnext. So that is what we're going to talk about in this video. Make sure you guys check out some of the links that support the channel. But let's go in and look at some of the requirements here, or what these nodes look like. Now, this is something that I found on Discord. It looks like it was made by Illusion, and that is their Discord channel right there. But this is what the new Round 3 of Dark Dimension is going to look like, and it's be requiring gear tier 14 characters. And of course, to get up your characters up to gear 14, you're going to have to get them to level 75. So there's going to be a lot of gold required to get your characters up to level 75 in order to equip all of these gear, these unique gear pieces that we're going to talk about. Now, if you look, there's 16 nodes here. The first 4, you could use any gear 14 characters. So there's gonna be a lot of good characters to choose from these other nodes, because there's some requirements for these other nodes. So these next 4 is we're going to require global characters. So I'm going to give you my picks global in just a little bit. Next few is going to require these cosmic characters. And then the last 4 is city characters. So yes, the worst of the bunch is going to be at the end. So the hardest content in Dark Dimension is we're going to require city characters. So I'm not sure if there's going to be some new characters that really fill this void from now until this mode is actually released. But I'm going to give you my picks. So let's talk about what is actually required as far as this game. So let's go over in game right now, and you're going to need a lot of these uniques. Now, each of the characters are going to need 24 of these superior unique items. So one of them is a superior miasma. Another one is a superior ballistic weave. Each character needs at least 24, and that's just to get them from rank gear tier 13 up to gear tier 14. You're going to need another 12 of all these superior uniques to get them from gear tier 12 up to 14. So 36 in total for each character. You're going to need superior uniques, and you're also going to need these other things. One example of this superior tachyon conductors, you're going to need a lot of these. I'm not sure if these are uniques or not, because each character requires a bunch, and there's a lot of overlap with these characters. What I have come up with with these characters that I have picked, you're going to need 300 nanites and tachyon conductors. So these tachyon conductors, I'm going to need 300 of them. I got 6, and the only place that I've seen them pop up is in this war store and the main store, and they're not very consistent in this main store, and they are in this war store. But if I go to these orbs right here and look at these elite orange gear war orbs, they're not here. None of the tachyon conductors, none of the nanites, none of the other gear that is required for these characters as well. The performance trackers and the alpha flight ciphers, you're going to need 165 of those. And the marrow extract and the molecular scan, you're going to need 315 each of those. So a lot of extra gear that you're going to be required. And because the only place to get these is in the, at least right now, is in this war store and the supply store, it's going to take a long time to farm. And yeah, it is what it is, guys. So hopefully the rewards make it worth all the effort that we're gonna have to put in farming these characters. All right, so let's go to my picks now, guys. So this first node that puts some constraints on the characters that you can bring in is this global category. So let's go and look at these global characters. And my first pick here, I think everybody will pick this character if they have him, is gonna be Ultron. And Ultron is a very solid character, arguably the best character in the game. And if we go down here looking on MSF.g, he requires 24 of this superior adamantium. Now, there's going to be some overlap with these superior uniques because there's a lot of characters that you need. So the Ultron is one of 2 characters that needs all of the superior adamantium. So if you're looking to build this, start collecting all of this stuff now. And then we also have these other unique pieces here, the superior and tachyon conductors that we talked about, and then these superior nanites. You're going to need 75 each of these to get Ultron from gear 13 up to gear 14. So in addition to all that, you're going to need a lot of extra gear. So Ultron is my first pick. Now, this is a character that I think you could take up right now. You're not going to need to wait till we hear the requirements. You're not going to need to wait to see if you need to save some gear for other characters or if there's other better characters coming out. If you have Ultron, start ranking him now. And yeah, this is the things you're going to need. Get him up to gear 14 now, because I don't think you're going to ever regret taking Ultron up to gear 14. Next character in the class that I want to recommend, this global class, is Nick Fury. And nice, solid character, requires a different superior unique. He requires this SO2 serum, or the serum SO2, 24 of those to get him from 13 to 14. And he's also going to need some of these performance trackers. You're going to need 75 of those, and you're going to need 75 of these alpha flight ciphers. So a lot of gear for Nick Fury, but he does a lot of great things in this game mode, and he will help you survive. He's actually one of the characters that I took into Fear the Darkness and worked out very well. So we're going to need some protection. And if you talk about tanks going with Nick Fury, you got this guy right here, Shield Security. Now, one of the benefits of going with Shield Security is because he doesn't require as much gear as some of these other characters. So he's going to need some unique pieces, and this is what he's going to need: the superior shield tech. You need 24 of those, but you're also going to need performance trackers right here, just like Nick Fury. You need 60 of those instead of the 75 that Nick Fury requires, and you're gonna need 60 of these alpha flight ciphers as well. So each character, some of them need 75, and then there's other characters that need as little as 30. So keep that in mind when building your team. Each character is going to require different things. If you just want to get into the game mode, you might want to go with some of these characters that don't require as many of these unique pieces. Next character that I want to talk about is one of our legendary characters. Yes, it is the legendary Shuri, and she is right here. She requires a lot of gear as well, and she requires superior nanites. She requires tachyon conductors, 60 each, so not the 75 like Ultron, but her unique piece is this vibranium, superior vibranium. Fortunately, it is the only character that requires that vibranium, so that I'm recommending that requires that vibranium. So Shuri, great character, healing, defense up. She does a lot of great things. So we got some damage with Ultron. We got some healing with Shuri. We have some protection with shield security. And a last character, we need to remove some debuffs. And some of you guys might not like this pick, but the good thing about her is Scientist Supreme requires a totally different superior unique. So if we look at it, she requires this one right here, superior Tesseract energy. Not many characters require this, so you could use it all on Scientist Supreme, and her superior other uniques only require 45. So that is why I think she's a good pick. Now, I don't know if you're ever really going to use her ultimate. We're putting all those debuffs on your own team, and the other team, I think you're going to be using her special and her basic a lot, but superior tachyon conductor and superior nanites, 45 of each. So I think this is a good team for this global node. Obviously, we don't know the content, we don't know the enemies yet, but I think this team, if they are built up enough, can survive and take you through that global node. All right, so back on the map here, guys, and the next trait we're looking at for this is this cosmic trait. So let's go take a look at the cosmic characters. All right, so taking a look at these cosmic characters, you have a lot. You have the full BKT team right here. And my picks are going to be kind of based around that, but also taking into account which superior uniques they need. And my first pick is going to be the energy battery of the team, Mr. Star-Lord, Peter Quill himself. And what does he require? He requires this carbonadium right here, 24 of those to get him from 13 to 14. And he's also going to require 60 tachyon conductors and 60 superior nanites. These are really going to be the big bottleneck, guys, in getting to this dark dimension, the third round of dark dimension. But Star-Lord does a lot of great things for this team, and it wouldn't be a good Fear the Darkness team without Star-Lord and his girl Minerva. So that is what I'm including for this list, guys. Minerva, very, very good character, probably one of the MVPs of whatever node that she could enter in this game mode. She is going to require gamma radiation, and the good thing about this gamma radiation, she's the only character that requires this on this list. She's also going to require a lot of superior tachyon conductors and a lot of superior nanites, 60 of each, just like Star-Lord. Let's move on to the next character, because Minerva is just super great in every mode that she could enter. Next character is Groot. I'm going to need some debuff removal from my team. I'm going to need some defense up, some death proof. And Groot offers all of that, and he needs 24 superior alien spores. The good thing is he's the only character that requires these alien spores, but he's also going to need these again. Marrow extract, first character on the list that requires it, but not the last. A lot of characters are going to require this, 75 of these though, so very intensive with these uniques. And the next one is this superior molecular scan. So a lot of these extra unique pieces, a lot of them. And again, the bad thing is you can't really, there's not really available in any place except for those two stores. So Groot is the next on the list. And after that, I am picking Invisible Woman. I like her in these Ultimates raids. She does a very good stuff with a barrier, offense down to everybody on the enemy team for 2 turns, hiding people, debuff removal. So you're getting double debuff removal with Invisible Woman and Groot. She requires superior unstable cloth. So again, the good thing about her is that she requires a different unique piece, and she's the only character on this list that requires that. But with these other ones, marrow extract and molecular scan, just like Groot, it's going to be a long farm for these last 2 pieces. All right, and the last character on this list, this is the first duplicate of the superior uniques. It is Captain Marvel, and she also requires that same adamantium that Ultron does. Now, I tried to avoid as many duplicate superior uniques as possible, but because there are so many characters required for this game mode, there is some overlap here, and this is the first instance of that. Also going to require a lot of bone, marrow extract and molecular scan. Again, 60 each for Captain Marvel. And I think this is a solid team that could take you through as well, giving that combination of viability in this game mode and trying to split up these unique pieces as much as possible. You got some good damage from Star-Lord, Captain Marvel. You got some debuff removal from Invisible Woman and Groot. And then we got Minerva just doing everything. A lot of damage, a lot of healing. I think this is a very good team for that cosmic node. And the last 4 nodes are those city nodes of Dark Dimension Part 3. This is probably going to be the toughest, because I don't know if a lot of people really got them up to gear 13 for Fear the Darkness, and if you did, you're ready a head start. But not a lot of good characters, in my opinion, for this node. I think the best team that we could possibly make while splitting up different uniques is with just a plain old defender. Now, there's gonna be some overlap with some other characters that require different things, and actually Jessica Jones and Punisher actually require the exact same superior unique, so some overlap here that I tried to avoid, but I just don't know if it's totally possible with the requirements for this game mode. So we're just gonna go plain old defenders here. I'm gonna talk about their different parts. So Iron Fist, this is the healer of the group. He is the one that gives them that sustainability in all these game modes. Good thing about Iron Fist is he requires superior focus chi, and is the only character on this list that requires that. He's also gonna require this superior celestial lattice. He's gonna need 60 of them. and he's gonna require the Shogoth Ichor, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Let me know in the comments if I'm not, guys. But yeah, this is Iron Fist, what he is going to require: healing, damage. He does some good things. Next character that I want to talk about is our girl Jessica Jones, JJ. And unfortunately, like the Punisher, there's going to be some overlap, and both of them are going to require the superior molecular cloth. I'm going to need to get both of them up from about tier 10 up to gear 14. So 36 each of this superior molecular cloth for me. So I'm going to need a lot of these to get these defenders online. And superior marrow extract and superior molecular scan, 60 each for Jessica Jones. Next character is the one we just mentioned that's taking that same unique piece as Jessica Jones, Punisher. But the good thing about Punisher is he requires less of these other unique pieces, same as Nick Fury and Shield Security, but only requiring 30 of these Alpha Flight ciphers and of these superior performance trackers. And his unique, like we said, is that superior molecular cloth, same as Jessica Jones. Next character, I think you know who I'm going to pick right here, is Luke Cage, and he doesn't have a lot of requirements either. Only 30 of this superior health catalyst and 30 of this superior molecular scan. He is going to require carbonadium though, and unfortunately it is the exact same unique piece that Star-Lord requires. So again, you're gonna have some overlap here, and you're gonna need to get a lot of this stuff if you're going for this team. But I think that in the long run, and it's gonna be worth it, because I think this Defenders team is probably gonna be the pick for these last few city nodes. And the last to round out this full Defender squad is Daredevil. And the good thing about picking Daredevil, he requires Palladium. No one on this list requires that Palladium, so 24 is what you're going to need to get him from 13 to 14. And his other unique pieces, the molecular scan and the marrow extract, 45 each. So not the city characters don't have the most intensive requirements for all these extra unique pieces, but you're going to need to get all of them. You're going to need a lot. Like I said, 300 nanites and tachyon conductors, 165 performance tractors and Alpha Flight ciphers, and 315 marrow extract and molecular scan. It's gonna require a lot of them. So whenever you see them in a store, guys, farm them up. You're gonna need a crap load of these over time, and hopefully they add these to some of these orbs. I'm actually holding off my orbs until they're added, if they're ever added, and that's what I'm doing to prepare. But two characters that I'm going to take up right away. Most of the others I'm just going to kind of collect the materials and wait. But two characters, one I mentioned, Ultron, the other is going to be Minerva. So I'm going to be working on both of those, trying to get those characters up to level 75 and then get their gear tier. Let me know what you guys are going to do and what you guys are expecting these rewards from this mode. Do you think it's just going to be more resources to level up our characters, or do you think it's going to be the next meta character? Is this how they're going to release Doctor Doom or Apocalypse or one of these other rumored characters that are supposed to be super strong? I'm not sure, but I do want to hear your predictions, guys. Let me know in the comments. I hope you guys like this video, and I hope that it helps you to put some of your farming into perspective, see exactly how many pieces you're going to need, because it's going to be a lot, and this farming process is going to last for a long time. If you did enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel, share this with all of your friends, check out some of my other videos, smash on that like button, join the notification squad, all of that good stuff, guys. Make sure you check out my other channel, ValleyFlyin 76, where I cover other games that I'm into, and make sure you check me out on social media. I will see you guys next time. More videos coming, guys, this week. It's gonna be a little lighter than normal because of the Thanksgiving weekend, but there's still more stuff coming on this channel and the other one. Hulk fist bump for Dark Dimension, guys. ValleyFlyin out.